Hi guys, it's me, Kat, Mrs. Handy Are You, and I'm hiding because I just took a shower and I look awful. Anyway, so President Trump was shot at the rally tonight in Butler, PA. What do you guys think? Have we been waiting to see this? I know it's really creepy, but I'm not worried, right? We've been talking about this forever, for like years, you know, and maybe it'll look worse coming up. I don't know. And I've been wondering, is it going to look like something happens if he gets in jail or whatever? But it happened in Butler, PA. So, anyway, I'm sorry. Some of you are probably watching this going, what's wrong with this woman? What's wrong with this woman? Um, anyway, he says, we're going to bring him back. And then he was laughing. This is before, of course. And I mean, there was all kinds of cons in here, but this is going to be super brief. He talked about you have to be he's talking about the senator in Florida, and he says you have to be a real stiff, right? He's a real stiff, like dead. And he says, I don't think I've ever met him. I don't think I've ever met him. He said that twice in a row. Then he brought up Ronald Reagan 2 times. And he said the second time, like coming back, talked about beautiful oceans. Now, I didn't decode all this. I'm just getting to the point of what happened. Let's see. Talked about charts. Yeah, he says, so damn boring. Sorry. And you don't mind if I go off the teleprompter, because he ended up ducking. And I noticed behind him today, there was all kinds of people that most likely were famous. So that's interesting. I mean, that's a whole other thing. You can see that there's like a mini Trump, a little young guy looking directly at someone else. They were looking at each other. So when he's pointing off to the left, this woman in a long black wig behind him wasn't looking left like everybody else. She was looking right at this little mini Trump. It's this young man, and he's got like a blonde wig, and he's dressed like President Trump with a blue suit and a red tie. Let's see. And he said Big Ray, and then he changed it to red. So I hope somebody does that in comments, Ray. And, Ray Edward Kocha. That's always been coming up. Yeah, and he's okay. What else can I tell you? So then it happened at 6:12, and he grabs. First, I thought he grabbed his neck, but then I looked at it again, and he grabbed the side of his face, and everybody dives to the ground, just like good actors do. I also have my eyes operated on, so I don't have my glasses on. So sorry. I'm just being weird. They all dive to the ground. You hear down, 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 and then more shots. So there was like 5 shots. So that's like comms 5, and they're screaming. And then these guys, you got to look at the replay. These guys, all in black, and they've got their semi-automatic weapons, and they come on stage, and you would think they would be like ripping up there. They weren't really doing that. They weren't. So fake. And and if this was something real, the people behind him would have been like leaving. The crowd, and behind him at least, the people we saw. Yeah, and then it looked like so about 6:12, maybe it's a minute after that. So the Secret Service is all kind of over him, and kind of like just in a big circle all over him. And then what happened? Oh yeah, and then they got him up, and you see blood on his cheek. And honestly, I haven't watched it enough to see if they say, oh, there was a bullet wound, or if it was a graze. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So anyway, they just weren't uptight. And I'm writing it I'm writing it right, and I'm writing, I am so not upset. I've been waiting to see something like this or worse for like years, right? So that's how I ended it. So that's it. I hope nobody's worried, and I'm sorry I'm hiding my face, but nobody wants to see me like this. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye bye.